On behalf of the company NYS, I welcome you all to the session on MS Office and Corporate Fundamentals. Myself, Gladwin, the operations head of the company NYS. So I will be hosting this workshop today, this evening. NYS, New Use Solutions. So NYS is a training and development company which believes that every individual has the potential to excel in any field and achieve a desired goal. Keeping that in mind, we help the students to achieve that desired goal by getting trained and coached in all the possible skills becoming proficient, which the corporate world needs today. Having said that, we have this designed workshop to give an insight regarding the importance of MS Office, which is in the corporate world requires and in our regular lives as well. So we have Microsoft Master Expert with us today, who is going to enlighten us in all the session. I welcome TK Vijayalakshmi ma'am to the session. She has trained more than 27,500 trainees in Microsoft packages and has delivered 200 programs in corporates like Accenture, Citibank, Wipro, HCL, Infosys, IBM, Mahindra Finance, and so on. So, and also she has authored around 12 books in various Microsoft Office courses and MOS certification for specialist and expert levels. We are very lucky to have her in this evening. It's a great privilege to have ma'am with us today. Today she will be giving us an insight and guidance in Microsoft. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gladwin. Pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am. So we will be having a question hour, the question and answer session towards the end of this workshop. I kindly request all the participants to use their chat box in the Google Meet to post their questions during that particular time. So I will be presenting the question to Vijayalakshmi ma'am so that she'll be able to address it to you all. Over to ma'am.
Thank you, Gladwin. Thanks for the warm welcome. Good evening, all of you. Now I would want some noise from people. So if people are idle, then it is very tough for me to understand whether you're getting it, not getting it, happy about it, not happy about it. So some response from your end after everything that I teach, yes, it's very important for me. Are you all in? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, says. Okay, wow. Okay, so I'm going to make it very simple to make you understand MS Office. Take my life as an example to tell you how important this product has turned my life upside down in a way that it has actually made me an entrepreneur today. I'm a founder and CEO of a company only because of Microsoft Office. It has made me an author, it has made me a trainer, it has made me a writer, etc. So all that happened with only one product called Microsoft Office. So I don't know how many of you know about the usage, the value of MS Office, Microsoft Office. From your end, before even I start, I would want to hear from you as to what is MS Office according to you. A few can reply. I'll repeat the question. What, according to you, is MS Office? Anyone who want to volunteer?
Like Notepad, ma'am.
Pardon?
Notepad.
Notepad. Okay. What else?
MS Office is an app for us to help us to write and calculation.
To write calculations. Okay, Sangeeta says that. Anyone else? What have you so far used?
Madam, it's a golden tool to improve our productivity and improve our presentability.
Okay.
Improve our presentability.
Okay, Veeramani says it is improving productivity and presentability. Navita wants to share something. Yes, Navita.
Yeah. Access is the database management tool, sir.
Okay, Access is database management tool. Okay, fine. Okay, so you all have different aspirations in your life. You have different aim and goal in your life. Can I actually know a few of your goals in life? What do you want to become?
I want to become a commerce lecturer, ma'am.
You want to become a farmer.
Commerce lecturer, ma'am.
Commerce lecturer. Okay, wonderful. So, okay, lecturer here. So, lecturer. Okay, so from your point of view, if I have to say, now anybody can post me this question and anybody can express me what you want to become. I'm going to tell you in what way Microsoft Office is going to actually help you. So, first person tells that Sangeeta says that she wants to become a commerce lecturer. So, she wants to teach commerce. Doesn't matter whether she teaches commerce or anything else. Maybe she might have to meet a lot of students. Now, I have a list of about 40, 50 people gathered here. Now, if you're going to attend another session with me, how do I remember who attended my session on day one, who did not attend on day two, and who attended extra on day two, who did not come on day one but came on day two? Like that, if I have to collate all your history, then I need to store that somewhere. Where will you store it?
Excel.
So you need some tool to store that. Yes, of course, you can store it in Excel. Now, with that, I wanted to send an email notification to all of you in one single click saying that the next session will be held on so and so date. So, which tool will you use? Any idea as to send an email to all your 45, 50 participants? What do I do? So, Chris says, yes, superb. So Chris says that yes, Outlook is one such tool. Now let me tell you something. Now, if I want to address by your name, Outlook, if I have to send an individual mail to each one of you saying, Dear Bhargavi, we have scheduled the next session on so and so date, etc., which is going to happen on this date at this venue. And dear Sangeeta, etc. So I have to address you individually. At the same time, when I email, the mail which I sent for Bhargavi has to go to only Bhargavi. The mail I sent to Sangeeta has to go to Sangeeta alone. They should not be able to see like who else I have sent the email. In one single click, I have to do. So Outlook will not
Mail
be enough.
much.
Yes. So Outlook will not be helping me to actually send mail to everyone without somebody else noticing who has received the mail. And it doesn't allow you to individually address each one and send the mail. If you have to do it, you have to do it manually, or you have to write a macro code, something like automation in Outlook. So yes, somebody answered mail merge. Who is it?
Himanshi, ma'am.
Very good, Imanshi. So that is how. So now coming back to Sangeeta. Sangeeta wants to become a school teacher or say corporate teacher or commerce teacher, lecturer, so college teacher. So now she has gathered the list in Excel and she has emailed the notification to everyone. Now she has to send a report about every student, how the student performs. What will she do? So and so student is so good in here, this student has to improve in these areas, etc. She needs to actually write a summary about every student of her class. What will she do? People are thinking. No one?
MS Word.
Yes, you can use MS Word. See, every time you see a list of all the students, one link you click, it has to go to open a document. That document will have the information about that person. So whichever document you open, it will give you a summary of that person, where she has to type one format which will be similar to all the patterns. She can use a combination of MS Word skills with Words mail merge skills to do the same thing for all the participants in the gathering. Otherwise, it will become a mundane task of she copying and pasting in another document, saving that file as the Bhargavi, Gladwin, Chetan, Kusum, Vijay Lakshmi, etc. So she needs something to do with Excel. She needs to do something with Mail Merge and Word. She needs to do something with Outlook. Now let me ask you another question. So Sangeeta has to now keep a track of fees paid by the candidates. Fees paid by the candidate. We might have to track about the database of the candidates. Like she needs to store the email address of each one. She needs to store the phone number of everyone. And she needs to only preserve it in such a way that only she can see it, not anyone can see it. In such a case, there's a tool called MS Access by which you can handle the database. For every student who has not joined, she should not ask fee for it. Like you get a credit card bill for closing the credit card. See, if you still get credit card bills even after closing a CC, that's a bug in the database, right? So which means you should validate the user. Now all of you join the course, say for all the 50 people join the course. After a month, you quit the course. Now the fee has to be asked for only the remaining 40 people and not 50 people. This, how would you maintain? You can't go page by page, paper by paper, person by person. Today you will have 50 people. In your corporate, when you go for the real college and real database, then you might have thousands of students joining. So you can't track all the 1,000 manually. So for which you need to have some kind of automated feature which is called MS Access. So before I consolidate the summary of what each and every tool is all about and a little intro about all these things, I wanted to bring you your perspective and you yourself brainstorm as to what this product is going to offer me, each and every one of you. So Sangeeta's point is this. And then Sangeeta wants to now show something interesting about a topic in commerce. And she wants to pass a summary of all the information to all the students, some bullet points, that is, these are all important on this particular topic with respect to accounts, with respect to the ledger, with respect to the trial balance, with respect to something that she wants to showcase now, or she wants to showcase the balance sheet. Now, these are the bullet points that you have to keep in mind for all these things. So what will she do to summarize the information?
PowerPoint presentation.
Yes. So she will use a presentation. So you can understand, though she is a teacher, if she doesn't know how to use a PowerPoint presentation, then in an Excel file, if she gives, it will be too small a text and too many sheets that she has to keep on adding. And information will not be very neat. And in Word document, it will have too many lines in a page. And people will not have readability there. And it will not be easily summarized in a Word document or Excel or whatsoever. So you have that product to do, that information in anything that they do. So for Sangeeta, it's just a bit of summary that I could immediately now make her understand. Yes, she's going to use all these tools. No matter whether she's a teacher or a lecturer or a professor or a principal or whatever. So anybody else, who else you want to become? Sulabh is ready.
NCLT practitioner.
Become an HR manager. Pooja. Okay, Pooja says something. Sulabh, I'll come to you after Pooja. So Pooja wants to become HR manager. HR manager is one of the most common users who needs MS Office day in and day out. So without opening the screen of MS Office, even 1 hour will not go to go productive for you. So similarly, even say for chartered accounting, somebody else. Okay, bank manager. Rangasai. So, okay, so bank manager, one chartered accountant, then we have somebody else. Okay, HR, let us come to HR manager now. With respect to HR, so human resources has got various aspects. So you might have to have student database. You might have to manage the payment database. You might have to manage the payroll database. Payment in the sense, like what are the payments made for different vendors that you might have to seek, like vendor database as to what is the charges for somebody to send you employees to your company. What are the charges from the statistical team to purchase the stationery items and everything to use it in the HR department. That might be a database. So there might be a student database which will have all the information about the students. Then the payroll, how many employees are there and who is getting what salary and what are the breakups, etc. Then PF database, which employee has to be associated with what PF account and you have to get in touch with the PF company. That is a database. Then you have, say, after leaving, termination. So how many employees quit the company? You need to have that database. And any offer letter that you wanted to type and send across, that has to be in a standard format with a company logo, with the letterhead format, etc. That will be done in MS Word. When you want to send a termination letter, that again will be the joining formality letter. The offer letters that you prepare will be more of MS Word. When you consider calculations, now you want to to find the total salary from the CTC, and you want to calculate the HRA, dearness allowance, you want to calculate the provident fund, you want to calculate the gratuity. All that can be done in Excel. And you want to do the hike, performance appraisal, and you want to do the hike of the salary and increment and everything. Again, you will have to stick on to MS Excel to do that. And to manage seamlessly without any permission given to anyone, and you alone have the access for the database. You have a lot of database created in MS Access. Again, seamlessly email the team to all the people who are going to complete the prohibition. They might have to submit the KYC documents to see whether they have changed the address, they've changed the bank statements, etc. So while you actually get rid of prohibition time, then you might have to send the letters to all the employees. While they quit, you might have to call them for the exit interview and plan it. While they are in the final stage of interview, you might have to call for the negotiation with the salary. While they join the company, you might have to send the offer letters. All this have to happen seamlessly. So your word skills, your Outlook skills, your PowerPoint skills with respect to PowerPoint skills. Why? Because you have to present what are the requirements of you to purchase infrastructure, what are the requirements for the team to handle, what are the requirements from the financial end to support your thing. All that can be done in a presentation. So you have almost every product of use. Chartered accountants. So one heck of a people who will be working with a lot of Excel skills as such. Like they have to in and out see various customers, which might be like a banking customer, which might be school, college customer, which might be individuals like me who are owning a company, who might be a very big BPO, KPO. They might have to keep track of all their customer list. And for them, they have to manage accounts. For them, they have to manage their payments. In fact, it is not only the company account they have to manage. It company's accounts history and so many years of filing, the fee, what you charge for them, whether they have paid, not paid, which account to track, their GST payments, their LLP filing, their service tax collections, the old ones, and when it is migrated, whether it is a migrated GST form that they have submitted or not, income tax filing, TDS returns filing, etc. All that needs to be handled by the chartered accountant, which is not at all a simple task. And manage mortgage, manage bank loans, manage a lot of third-party vendors which are involved in the chartered accountant thing, for which again a lot of database skills is required, a lot of Excel skills is required, a lot of emailing skills is required, because I need to tell, like, when you have to only email to a certain person all the time, whenever there is a conversation, you need to send only to certain people. That should not be manually done like that. So chartered accountant will have day in and day out of work in a lot of products, specifically Excel. Then somebody else told bank manager, now come on. So what and all do a customer come to you? Bank manager, can you express? What and all are the services of a bank?
Bank transactions.
Okay, transaction done by the customer is a service. Okay, something can be online transaction, something can be ATM card transaction, something can be a check transaction, something can be manually made a transaction. Some people do RTGS through banks. Coming to the bank, they write in the pay slip and give. Those are another type of transaction that you have. You have jewel loans taken, jewels, that is a transaction. You have car loans taken, home loan taken, those are all transactions. Some people open fixed deposit, that is a transaction list. Like that, there are various general service account, savings account, recurring deposit. All these are like and insurance schemes and policies, etc. All these are transactions which falls into different category. I can't store all the information of all the customers in one single database. No. They will have the type of account mentioned as FD if it is fixed deposit, RD, recurring deposit, savings bank account, SB as the thing, current account for the companies and corporates like me. They will have CA as the status. Like that, you will have to segregate based on the services that you offer, gold loan, GL, like that. So based on which there are various calculations, there are various permissions in the database. You are not the only person. So your manager might be somebody who wants to see your records. If you are going on leave, somebody else is to manage. So you might have to give permission for 2 people, 3 people, etc. You might have to fill something in a form. So there's something that is needed as an interface designing. You feed an information to be stored somewhere. So all these are some requirements for bank manager. It's like in and out, you will be working with a lot of forms, which is used with a tool called Access or used a tool called InfoPath. If it is a web-based tool, you have to use a tool called Publisher. So these are some Microsoft Office oriented tools. If not, the other products that you are going to give it to a developer, they let them develop a software for bank. Not all the banks run on softwares all the time. So like that you do. Then you have a lot of Excel file which will give you daily report. What is the total transaction history for the day? What is the total transaction history for the month? For all these accounts, not just the savings account, but fixed deposit, recurring deposit, etc. On a day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, annual terms, quarterly, half-yearly, etc. All these are available for a bank. And suddenly bank wants to represent some scheme, newly launched a scheme. Avail 10% discount on any kind of loans and processing fee. Avail say 50% extra for the gold loan applied between so and so date. Like that, if you wanted to showcase some ad to the customers, then you need to know how to send it via mobile. You need to send it via emails. You need to send it like a banner to all. Then that is also a part of MS Office. So these are all going to be done in a form of presentation or a document or a banner or a website or a blog or a kind of a project or a kind of a database or everything. That's what MS Office for you is. Somebody told that you wanted to become something else now. HR manager is done, chartered accountant is done, bank manager is done. Anybody else who I didn't answer?
Ma'am,
Who is that?
ma'am, this is Sulabh.
Yes, Sulabh.
Yes, rightly, I'm pursuing LLB as well as company secretary final, ma'am. And I
Okay.
know that in future, everything is about MS in my field. So, but I'm not at all, no, nothing I know about MS. But how can I be aware of MS before going to join any of my companies or any of the firms?
That's exactly why we are for. That is why we asked you to even join this course in the first place.
Yes.
Because for any company, anywhere they work, whether they are doctors, whether they are lawyers, whether they are kind of BPO, KPO people who are working, whether they're call center people, whether they are teachers, bank employees, whether they are chartered accountants, whether they are salespeople, marketing people, everyone requires this product called MS Office. You need to first of all understand from a common standpoint as to what the generic excuse me, what the generic use of MS Office is. Generally, what is the purpose? How to hang around the features? Why is each and every tool used for? What is that you can expect out of Word? What is that you can expect out of PowerPoint? What is that you can expect out of MS Excel, etc. So then you have to understand which tool is very, very majorly used in your work. Target that first. You have to learn that tool first. In your case, since you're going to pursue something related to law, is it?
Yes, ma'am. Company secretary related to corporate NCLT field.
So you have a lot of work to do with Word document, because you will have a lot of case files, a lot of documents to be referred to, interlinked documents, cross references, hyperlinks, and you will have a table of authorities prepared. So you will have to talk about legal Word. So anywhere they open a course called legal Word is what exactly you have to actually target to. But before going to that legal Word, it's like, say, for example, a student who doesn't know ABC at all. Now, I don't know how many of you learned MS Office prior to this. Anyone who learned a course which is of, say, 8 hours per day for 30 days, at least a month, for only Excel. Anybody who has learned such a detailed course so far?
No.
No, Chetan says no.
No, ma'am.
Sulabh,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Only
No
just per day, 1 hour I have learned it.
so like that only you must have learned, which will give you very, very basic outline about what this product is about. What is there in home? What is there in view? What is there in insert? What is there in format? Like that. How do I select cells? How do I copy cells? How do I save a file? How do I open a file? This is not what MS Office is for. This everybody can do on your own. But what is the real purpose of the tool is what we have to actually understand. How do I reduce my manual work of writing, typing, etc., and use the tool so that I can be productive in my work? That is what MS Office is for. That's a simpler terms. Now, Microsoft, Bill Gates is one mastermind. He doesn't want his customers to go out of Microsoft Office at all. So he has made sure that every customer who comes in, who comes with a lot of requirements, who say, I want to create a presentation, I wanted to showcase this as a proposal to my customers, I want to showcase this as a project document, I want to show this as a management complete end-to-end solution. What do you have? So Microsoft says, I have answer for everyone. I have a tool for everyone. So that's what is the success of Microsoft Office, that it is withstanding even till date, and still there are requirements for Microsoft Office for any company, that the requirement keeps on adding up. It doesn't kind of diminish at all. Otherwise, I would not be sustaining in the market. I'm there in the market for the last 20 years now as a trainer. Maybe the version, the advancement, the feature might be added up at later versions. But then the solid base, the Microsoft Office is formed, which will never change. The use of it is only multiplied over the years to come. And with the features of cloud, with the features of SharePoint, with the features of 365 environment, things have taken a different shape. It has taken a very, very big shape altogether. Then earlier it was like within the hands. Then it was like covering me. Then it is now covering the cloud itself. I can move along with anywhere, anytime in the network. That's what the power of Microsoft Office is for. It made me, like, to be very frank, I was just a simple employee. Let me explain this. My first job was like a Flash developer, like animation that I used to create, because I'm an MCA graduate basically. So end result of my MCA graduate, we'll have a lot of dreams, right? If you are a programmer, you will have a lot of dreams that I want to become a project manager. I want to own a very big company in which I'll do a lot of development work for different customers, like that. That might be a bigger dream. Initially, I also had a dream that I have to become a very big project manager and own a lot of projects, and I have to do automation for different companies. That was my target. But then after my first job, which asked me to actually enter into this kind of animation to games, that to explain even how that animation works, they asked me to put it in Word. So I had to type a lot of documents saying that step 1, do this. Step 2, install this. Step 3, click this. Step 4, click that. So the end result was only MS Office. And when I put the words very simple, they started liking my English. Not like anybody's sophisticated English, that it was so difficult for somebody to even read out the text. So it was for American school students. The students found it very simple. Then they realized that I had a trainer in me. Then they asked me to actually deliver the same thing as the training for the newcomers who are newly added up in the company. They also have to write the same document for the animations that they create. So they have to write it, but they don't know how to write it. So I had to teach them how to type it, how to write it, how to format it, how to neatly present it. That they started the skill of MS Office, by which I started navigating like how to actually create a very good professional resume profile, your CV that you submit to any company. Then I went to my second job, which was for a Microsoft Office production developer. So where I went to seek whether I will get a developer chance. That vice president of the training department came to take my interview, and he was like saying, out of 400 resume that they received, only my resume was like neatly formatted in a professional way that they wanted. So they asked me whether I can become a Microsoft Office trainer. Then I became accidentally a trainer. That made me to look into freelance opportunities. You know what freelancing is. You don't have to work all the day in, day out. Whenever you have a project, you can work. Other day, you can rest at home also. So I took the regular job in the morning. That became night shift. And in the daytime, I took the freelancing work. I did both, which was MS Office only. Here, I became MS Office trainer as a freelance. I targeted a lot of corporates and understood that MS Office is required for every corporate. Then the program came to me like 30 days, round the clock. Every day I used to be busy. So this one. Then I realized that somebody is asking me to deliver a program for their company in their brand. Why not I start my own company, put my money in my brand, so that the money I pay through the intermediate person, I can pay to the direct person. Like that, I started my company. Then I got a lot of corporates which came to me like bombarded. Then I met with an accident. I didn't know what to do. I had to take about 3 months rest in between. So I started writing to share my knowledge. Whatever there is in mind about MS Office, I started writing as a book. That went to Microsoft and they liked my book and they wanted to publish it. So that made me an author. So, and that went to across India and across the globe where people wanted to get certified. So MS Office had that kind of a crave or what to see. People were like behind that product. They were not finding a trainer who, or say they were not finding a resource which will have all the information in one place where they can take it from. Not going to SSI or NIT or Aptech where they will take it into menus, tools. That will not tell you the corporate benefit of MS Office. When somebody explains, then that is where employees actually started looking at it. So that made me a writer. Then they published book, and I owned a testing center. I became Microsoft partner, and then I own my own company itself. That company is now taking a lot of wings, but then I don't want to grow up with respect to a lot of employees. I'm limited with one women army that I take care of different training in different corporates. No matter where I go, whether the person is a CEO of a company or whether the person is a junior assistant or a lab technician in a company, everybody says they wanted MS Office. Maybe the course will be divided into like if it is like very minimum job required technicians or assistants, they will have a separate course to do with respect to Excel, Word, PowerPoint. With respect to CEOs, they might not want to join the training course with an employee. They might see the disadvantage of the CEO, right? He might be slow in learning. So all the CEOs used to come together for training. And other employees will have a different training with the different levels of it. Based on the performances of the MS Office in by a student, people used to get promoted also, or they used to get better job from one company to another company, better paying job, better saving time a job. Like today you work for 2 hours a day for one particular task, and you would just work for 16 hours a day in a company. Next company, if you're in high demand for your product knowledge, then you can actually go for that company with a reduced work time and with a smart working way that you do it in MS Office, that you actually save time and you multiply your productivity. That's how I think my career has helped me to understand that I don't need to even think about doing MCA, or even if a student comes to me now, do you want to do any further studies? I would say no. You stick on to even MS Office, that will make you survive in your market. But only thing is that you should be solid enough to understand how this product is going to be of use. Now let me introduce you to say how many products are there in MS Office. So people know, you all gave the answer. Word is there, Outlook is there, Excel is there, Access is there. Then what else? PowerPoint is there. Anybody else with anything?
Paint, ma'am.
Paint is a Microsoft Windows tool, not MS Office. Windows is the overall picture in which Microsoft Office is one single tool within which you have something. Notepad, somebody told in the beginning of the class, that Notepad, WordPad, Paint, all that is in Windows. That is operating system, what you call as. Microsoft Office is a product. It's an application-oriented product which is inside Windows. Teams is there. Okay, yes, Teams is there. Anybody else?
Project, ma'am. Microsoft Project.
Yes, OneNote, MS Project is there. MS Visio is there. Yes, of course, Outlook, Excel is there. Skype is also there. Skype for it's not entity within Microsoft Office, but yes, it has got collaborated with Skype so that you can actually send messages within the organization through Skype. You have Link, you have Publisher. Yes, rightly said, Publisher. You have something called InfoPath. Don't you all fill any forms? Let me explain. Yes, OneDrive Publisher. So somebody has got the link now. So you can give me the list of all MS Office products. I know that now. Okay, fine. Okay, MS Teams. Okay, MS Teams is not within MS Office, but then it is cloud integrated. So you don't need to, when you install MS Office, you won't get Teams and all. You will get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, Publisher. Maybe if you have complete edition, you will get InfoPath also. So these are the 8 products which you will get by default when you install MS Office. Other than this, like MS Project, MS Visio will only be a separate product that you have to buy separately. Then you will get that tool. I'll tell you what each and every tool is used for. Word. Maybe you can take. Today, I'm not going to demonstrate anything. To the next day session, we will have quick demo of what can be done in each and every product if needed, or I can express about what each and everything is going to do, like a summary for you. Today, I wanted to just make it an eye opener so that you understand. Oh my God, so many things are there in MS Word like that. So to learn MS Word, it will take you completely. It might take you even about 2 to 3 months, 8 hours per day. That's what MS Word is for. Yes, MS Word is for creating documents. You can create documents. So the document can be a project document, thesis document, or proposals sent for a company to company. Say, for example, brochure. Yes. Say, if you wanted to, for example, I'll tell you what. Say, if you wanted to shift your house, relocate. So you will send the packers and movers. For example, somebody is going to pack your house. Won't you send list of items, what is there in your house? Without which you will not have a track of how many things he actually shifted and relocated, how many things he missed, how many things he broke. So if you wanted to note everything, that is called a kind of proposal between you and the vendor. Now the vendor is packers and movers. Let us assume it is Maruti Packers and Movers. He's going to charge you. Say, I require 30,000 for you to relocate from, say, Bangalore to Chennai or Bangalore to Pune, for example. So if that is the case, within that 30,000, what are the items he's going to take? What is the vehicle that he's going to take? Whether it will fit my items, or he might then ask more because it will not fit in one vehicle. Then he will put 2 vehicles and charge me 30,000 into 260,000, saying that your number of items are more. So you have to verify all that in advance. So which means you have to prepare a proposal. So and so company is willing to do so and so details. Here are the list of items, each and everything as a quantity, the approximate pricing of that quantity. So that anything happens to that item, he's taken when he has to take care of not damaging your property. And he will say, like all the glass items, you should cover it properly, otherwise he will not take. Like that, you will prepare something. Agreeing upon all these things, when it lands very well, then you will pay the full amount. So there might be minimum amount guaranteed. So initial advance, token advance paid on so and so date via transfer or via cash or via debit card or credit card is paid to so and so company on this date by customer so and so. Like that, they will have some document, initial document, that is called proposals. When you have to do a costing sheets added to this, quantity sheets, inventory to it, that is prepared in Excel, attached within MS Word document. So like that it goes. So Word document is used for creating your proposals, thesis, project work, general documents, letters for your college letters, school letters, office letters are all different. Business letters, there are so many things which you will write, company to a company, company to an employee, employee to a company. So some things like that which will close a deal to buy a company, one company buying another company. That is called deal letters. So you will have those kind of letters and all created in documents. As I mentioned earlier, for the Sulabh, like he wants to become, say, a lawyer or say advocate, then he has to prepare all the legal documents. I don't know whether any one of you have appeared for a case. So case file will have case number, history, so and so date, who is the receiving end, who is the sender, who is actually putting the case, filing case on it, say all that, well, what is the type of case, etc. And the date at which it is filed. And you will have all the folio numbers, anything which is supposed to be referred by that. Then it will have the details to the case. What is the summary of the case? When it started, what happened? What are the instances? Any kind of material evidences, any kind of witnesses, any kind of documents, any kind of proofs to be addressed. All these will go into a bundle and that will be a Word document. Now, within which there might be costing that is prepared in Excel. Within which there might be photographs that might be taken in some other tool. It has to be attached within. Within this, there might be statistical chart which is prepared. That might be prepared in Excel. So that is what it is. So it might be used for legal writing also. Mail merge, as I told you, one-click email sent for everyone. That is what is for MS Word. Then you will have table of contents index page created. Any book that you write, the first page will have the table of contents, which page has got what and everything. Last page will have index, every word which is important. Where can I find that word? Suddenly you want to look at the word and then go into the document and find out what that word means. Suddenly a case file has a kind of statement called affidavit. What does that affidavit mean? So you have to look for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, F, F, affidavit, yes. Page number 16. So refer to page number 16 to have that. This case document is referred to some other case document. That again references will be cross-reference. Like that, you will have a lot of things with respect to table of contents, table of authorities, table of figures, table of these kind of legal cases. All these are with respect to MS Word. And it has got collaboration with your Excel to prepare charts within. It has got collaboration within PowerPoint to put a presentation into Word, clicking on which within Word document you will have presentation. It has got collaboration with respect to MS Access. From MS Access, if you want to send a few document entry here, it can be sent like that. It has got all the collaboration. These are all with respect to Word document. Coming to Excel. Excel can be categorized into broad categories that it can be used for calculations. A lot of formulas are there for calculating so many things like so you have sum, count, min, max, average, if condition, sum if, count if, average if, V lookup, H lookup, etc. Match, index, date, time, etc. Sine, cost, tan, etc. Average, power, etc. Statistical functions, financial functions, etc. Like PMT, like IRR, internal rate of return, like that. So future value, present value, like that. So you have a lot of formula based, lot of concepts which are available to do analysis. Now I want to analyze which student scored what mark in what exam. With respect to you all, I can only see that. I want to analyze scores and find out who are the top performers of this class. Now, if the same thing is for a company, which employee performed well and what is he lagging in? Does he do multitasking? Not. So what should I do? If I wanted a new employee to be taken to a new team, then who do I take from this? So you have to take productivity analysis from all the employees and then take. In that case, there is a lot of analysis involved. Out of 10,000 employees, I want the cream of 10 people in it. So what is that cream of 10 people will have? What is the criteria? So you will perform a lot of analysis. Is he good in quality? Is he good in quantity? Is he good in punctuality? Is he good in consistency? Is he good in number of calls made? Is he good in number of products ended up in no defects? Is he good in high scores? Is he good in extracurricular activities that I can use it for something like that? I wanted to find out all these things using a lot of techniques. So that is Excel for. So you will have a lot of analysis to even compare two companies. I wanted to buy a product now, even to buy some home machine. Say, for example, I want to buy TV. I want to buy a fridge. Which companies manufacture the product will you buy? Will you go for LG or Samsung or Onida or whatever? So how will you decide it? Based on cost, you might have to find out who the best is. Based on the reliability of the product, is it good for long selling? Based on reviews, you might have to do it. Based on the service, say buying it will be good a product, but when something goes wrong, the customer service will be very bad. So based on the customer service, you might want to understand. Based on the branches, how many branches that you have around. If there is any part missing that you want to buy, how will you buy? Based on upgradation. Today I buy a TV. Tomorrow I have new TV coming in. Is there a facility by which I can upgrade to the TV, or I have to buy everything newly? Is it having an inbuilt speaker? Is it having a home theater inbuilt? Is it having a LED inbuilt? Is it having a cable TV inbuilt? Etc. All that additional features. Is it having discount? Etc. So all these things are called as analysis. So with respect to analysis, you will do something. Then with respect to data crunching, if I have 10,000 employees or 10,000 brand transactions, inside that, I wanted to pick customers who've done the maximum investments on a particular day. So I want to extract only some information from a whole bunch of data. That is done using Excel. Statistical analysis with respect to graphical representation. I wanted to showcase who is good, who is bad. I want to prepare a pie chart. I want to prepare a 3D chart. I wanted to prepare a statistical histograms. I want to prepare a very wide chart. I want to prepare a waterfall chart. Like that, there are various chart techniques. Graphically represent the data. All that is prepared in Excel. Then I wanted to prepare a form. I want to enter something, choose something, not everything. I want to put true or false. I want to click a button to execute something based on some conditions above. All that is prepared with Excel automation. Like that. There's something called macros which will help you to do programming inside Excel. Like that. Various bundles are there within Excel by which you can actually handle the tool called Excel. Word is done. Excel is done. Some briefing. Then PowerPoint. PowerPoint. Express about yourself. If I have to ask you that, will you be able to prepare a presentation, friends? Anyone? Wasim wants to answer something.
Yes, ma'am, I can prepare the presentation, ma'am.
So what will you write if I ask you like prepare about yourself?
I'll just give my introduction, ma'am, from basically where I am and what about my studies, what I have completed, and some of my achievements, ma'am.
In what format? Will you actually write it? Type it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is where, see, now you have to find the difference between MS Word resume that you have given a company versus the presentation that they are asking you to prepare. What is that? I have to do something which is not there in this, which will make them feel attracted towards presentation. So there should be something in this which is not there here. What is that? How will you
basically putting up some diagrams.
Okay, very good. So you can put some diagrams, add some pictures. Yes, one picture speaks 1,000 words. If you write a resume for about 5 pages, 6 pages, nobody will have patience to read, right? So you have to express yourself in, say, a crisp point. This is what I am. This is what I am. And instead of writing it, if you put it like a picture, that picture itself speaks about that. You don't need to explain each and every point about what that is. Animations, very good. So animations cannot be done in MS Word. So you do animations. Graphs, of course, yes, of course. So one page full of graph. In your profile, what graph will you put? Animation is fine. What graph will you put in your profile? Videos, painting, yes, now only answers are coming. Now forget about all that now. Let me ask you a question. What graph will you showcase about yourself? Video, at least you can showcase your talent. If somebody is a singer, somebody is like very good at painting and drawing, so you can draw something and put it as a video and that can be put into presentation. Fine, about yourself. Somebody can click the video and understand how you sing, how you dance and all. But then if I have to seek an employment, what has it got to do with chart in my profile? Pranay says a bar chart or pie chart. So what does it say? What does your graph say? What will you prepare graph chart? Pardon, Arpita?
Ma'am, about the performances throughout our journey.
Performance is
like
there.
like in if anyone is in academic sector or in the playing sector, like in hobbies, how one is evolving with time, so that the graph will show.
Okay, so yes, of course. Somebody else also answered like your skill level percentage, performance of particular sector. Yes, of course. So your say from childhood, you might have actually explored some tools. Maybe if you have worked with paint, experience in MS Paint is say 10 years. Experience with MS Office, 15 years. Experience with say making calls, maybe 10 years. Experience in writing. So if you are very good at story writing or say poetry writing and everything, even that can be helpful in your company. You never know, na, which company which is asking what skill of yours. So you will have a chart of a skill set map or a pie chart which will have a slice, which is a big slice means. So that big slice is where you have a stronger experience. The smaller ones, you have experience but not so much. So with respect to MS Office, you have 20% experience. With respect to writing, I have 30% experience. And with respect to traveling, I'm okay to travel 40%, etc. Or performance, yes, of course. Customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction will come only when you already are into job. If you are a new recruit, if you are college passed out, you will not know what to put in there. So maybe your language is spoken. So you can like how confident are you in speaking how many languages? So you can even put languages and percentage there on top of it. Or you might have to put your percentage of marks. In my +2, I scored this much. I improved, and in my college, I scored this much. In my post graduation, I scored so much. In my other technical courses, I scored. Looking at it, oh my God, academically, this person is very strong. Maybe I will understand that. And products that you've learned. If you are a programmer, you learn C, C++ with Java, etc. If you are an animation specialist, graphics specialist, then you know Adobe Photoshop, Flash, or say 3D Studio Max, and any other software which is similar to Quark Express, etc. PageMaker and Corel Draw, etc. All that, if you wanted to showcase that, I know Corel Draw for last 3 years, 2 years in this, 5 years in this. That will actually tell. Number of followers in Facebook, etc. Why would an employer know how many followers you have got? That will be directly, indirectly proportional to you getting a job. Actually, it might even make you lose your job, friends. Employers might not be interested in your social media presence and everything. Maybe if you are a marketing person, then yes, of course, they will ask you like whether you know in and out about Facebook, how to do Facebook marketing, how to do YouTube marketing, how to do WhatsApp marketing, how to do other mobile SMS marketing, how do I do website marketing, how do I do mobile app marketing, etc. That and all will be very useful when you are actually going into it. That and all can be in your presentation. So yes, presentations, you can express yourself. Not the same thing what you already write passage and passage of everything in Word document. Put it crisp and clear in a diagram, in a video, in a chart, in a kind of image that you can showcase about your skills. Presentation that you can give to customers. Presentation that you can give to companies, different companies dealing with different things. How many products are being sold in a company, you can showcase. How many students are very good at what skills? My company, when or say my institute, when I'm going to compete with another institute, how many students are there in art? How many students are there in drawing? How many students are there in singing? How many students are like that? I can even segregate everything like that. For an HR, say what is the percentage of salary gone to say your PF, percentage of salary gone to leave travel allowance, percentage of salary gone to travel allowance. Like that, you can prepare a budget summary, which is going to be a chart. All that, which can be presented in a neat presentation. Those things will require PPT skills. For any sales executive or marketing executive also, he might have to show how many people are buying this. What is the benefit of this product? If you buy, so your savings in your electricity will be so much. Your savings with respect to effort taken to maintenance is so much. Like that, you can actually prepare a chart which is going to be helping you to market your product or sell your product better. Like that, you can use PowerPoint skill set. And when you are presenting something in a large seminar hall to so many audiences, then public speaking also will use MS Office PowerPoint, which will help you to list out a summary of the course. Whether you wanted to talk about 5 bullet points, at the end of it, did you actually speak about all that 5 bullet points? All that will be helpful when you express it in presentation. Got it, friends? Then coming to Outlook. Outlook, everybody knows you can send mails, receive mail. Anybody else other than that, what Outlook is used for?
Have anybody worked in Outlook?
Pardon?
Yes, Wasim.
Gladwin wants to
Sorry,
say
sir,
something.
continue.
Wasim is saying something. Yes, Wasim.
Nothing,
Sorry,
ma'am.
Wasim, I couldn't hear you. Wasim, your voice is breaking. Friends?
Okay, apart from Wasim, anybody else have worked in Outlook? Do you know what is Outlook? Where this Outlook is exactly being used? Normally, yeah, it is used in most of the corporates, but there is a reason to use Outlook. We can also use Gmail. We can use any other emails, Yahoo, MSN. There are so many emails. But why Outlook? And why a corporate needs to work only in Outlook?
Mailing and calendar event. Okay, good. Mailing
That's a
and
good
calendar
point.
event is there in Outlook. Very good. And have you seen any task management there? Who has to do what task? You can approve the task, reject the task, you can pass the task once you are completing, all the listing, the documents and everything is your work. Once you do, you want to say your manager that you've completed the task. There is a assigned task or pass on to the task. Your manager will get a notification and mail saying that so-and-so person has completed a task. He can give you more work to it, or he can actually ask you to modify that, or he can accept the task and say, very good job. Yes, like that. So there is a task management, there is a appointment management, there is a meeting management, there is a kind of rule book in Outlook that all my mails has to go to this folder, and by default it has to be backed up. Your email, now once you unknowingly delete a mail, it might be in trash. Sometimes you might not even notice that there is a trash. The trash will go automatically so say periodic time. If you don't even notice it, the mail is lost. Wherein here you have backup capacity by which you can actually automatically download it to a file in a storage unit that can be in a server or a local system that will automatically take up of everything. And suddenly you go on a vacation and you want to let your team know that anybody emails you will not actually reach you, but rather get them a message. They will not wait for you. So they will wait for you to return back from your vacation. Until then, they will know that you are on leave. Otherwise, they will misunderstand that the person I emailed, the person did not even respond me. Maybe you would have you've gone on vacation for 10 days, and it would give a wrong impression to the person. So all these things are there in Outlook, and you've got automatic receiving of information. So have you used Google Forms? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever you create an automated form in Google, when you are asking somebody to email or say fill the form, it will give you an Excel file automatically, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So all that can be also emailed in a click of a button. It can be emailed to n number of people, or all the email can be received in one place that I can put it in a folder, which is a time-saving feature of Outlook. Like that, there are so many features of Outlook. You can automate Outlook also. So you can put a chart within the Outlook. You can put a presentation within Outlook. And how do I present it? How do I make sure that the email goes to certain recipient only? Like how do I mail merge with respect to MS Word? So MS Word with Outlook has to be combined together to send it to everyone individually in a click of a button. Like that, you have so many features. If not, you can do something called automation in Outlook. That's with respect to Outlook. So Word, you know something about. Excel, you know something about. PowerPoint, you know something about. Outlook, you know something about. The other products or additional fittings that you can actually learn. If there is a structure to create a Word document, if you want to do anything anywhere, just like that, like when you go to a company, if you want to remember how many works you have on a particular day, then you can put a simple note, a stick file, and stick it to your monitor or a notice board. You know, oh my God, I have this meeting today. I have to send this email to someone today. So like that, you can actually have lot of sticks anywhere. Then once you finish, you can trash it. Once you finish, you can trash it like that. Similarly, there's something called OneNote document that anything, anywhere can happen. You can even record your face itself and put it as a voice message. So you can remember that today I have to do so and so. Today I am my work one is this, work two is this, work three is this. Like that, you record it, put it inside OneNote. Every time you want to play your checklist, when you click a play, it will play. You want to consolidate all your doctor appointment, you can do it in OneNote. You want to create a video and send it to all, you can do. Suddenly you're feeling sick and you want to leave home and you wanted to send a voice message or video message, then you can put that and send it to your messenger. It will go to your boss. Like that, there's so many things. It's like OneNote at once. That is called OneNote. So you have a lot of benefits with respect to OneNote also. Like you have Publisher, which you want to develop a website page portal from within your tool itself. Very easily drag the heading, drag the boxes, structure that you want at the bottom, sideways, etc. that you can create, and when you hit publish, it will publish in your original website that you wanted to give, www.soandsocompany.com, like that. That's Publisher for you. Like that, you have various tools that it will not even ask you to go outside MS Office, that anything is there available for any job profile as such. Now let me know if you have any questions with respect to the intro is concerned. We will see little in detail, or say every product wise. You can see some kind of quick output screens or say demos, whatever you feel like, the next day session tomorrow. Hiran has got some clarification. His video is on, audio is off. Anybody? Sudden pin drop silence. So far, people were speaking something.
Right. So we are almost nearing to the end of the session for the day. So students, students, I think today we got to know about, most of us, we got to know the importance. We got to know about what is MS Office, what are the MS Office packages are there, and what we exactly deal with MS Office in a corporate world. Can you hear me?
Gladwin,
There is a background noise.
Maybe I'll. Is it me? I
Am I
don't hear
audible?
any noise, Gladwin.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Maybe from my end, I'm not sure. So students, I hope you have liked the session for the day. So you might have got to know, at least right now, little insights of what is MS Office completely. It has the complete package is there. And what is the importance of MS Office on a day-to-day life, irrespective of the, the career which you choose, irrespective of you want to become a lawyer, bank manager, chartered accountant, or relative to any perspective of to the next corporate world. If you're entering, you want to become any manager. Say for example, there is always a saying in corporate world. Now, if you know Excel, I'm just talking about only Excel here in Microsoft. If you know Excel, you will be a master of the particular process, they say. Because a team leader, if you're able to achieve to a age, to the level of team leader, you should be knowing about Excel. There is a lot of reports you'll be running in a particular corporate, or anywhere you go, you reach that particular level. There is something that you have to deal with a particular Excel and other few products of Microsoft, because in today's world we are dealing only with the data. The data is the very priority which we are dealing with. So the data, to filter the data, in order to analyze the data, the analytics, how it even say for example, now somebody wants to say for example, now you can say, sir, I do not want to become anything related to anything whatever you said. I want to become a a social media marketing person, or social media developer, something related to social media. Even a social media developer wants to know the Microsoft Excel, one of the package. You know why? Because because a social media developer needs to know what is the analytics of, say for example, what is the insights they have received, how many followers they have received on a day-to-day basis, what is the post where it has increased, and how many participants, how many views they have got. All these things are the insights are there, but they pull the data from that and they export that in a particular Excel, and they do the analysis. Okay, so whichever category, wherever the sector, anything, any industry, when there is an analysis, you cannot, without the Microsoft Excel access over the other presentations, PowerPoint, PPT, without these products, it is highly impossible for anybody to grow in the field. All right. So our recommendation for, that's why we recommend a lot of students to go and at least learn the basic knowledge of it. So once you enter, once you are entering the corporate world, you will have some, a glimpse of what is that. You will have that knowledge, and you will be able to start working on it and practicing on it. Because right now you are students and you will not be working on it much. But once you enter the corporate, once you enter any industry, whichever you want to work with, so that is where you will start working on all these things. Okay. So for the day, I thank Vijayalakshmi ma'am for giving all the insights. So students, I request everybody to log in tomorrow at the same time. And please note that tomorrow, whoever is logging in and whoever is logging in only will be receiving the e-certificate for you, for your email. So that yes, tomorrow will be a little advanced session. You will be get to know little more advanced inside the other products. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in, everybody. So thank you so much, ma'am. So we will all be meeting tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. Actually, I did not take you through how many tools are available, how many versions are available. When you install, what will you get? What is the difference between this and 365? And how do I actually see the end result? Any sample output of what would be a document? How would a document look like? How would a presentation look like, etc. I can show you some samples across. So which will help you to understand, oh my God, all these can be done in all these things. If somebody is asking out of the box question, yes, Veeramani, yes, I'm a music artist also, off the record. Yes, of course, for music also, I use MS Office. Again, back to the pavilion, that MS Office. Without that, I don't even survive one day. So I've been using MS Office and the products. There are also competitors that you have to learn. Some companies will not use MS Office. Maybe I'll take a minute or two now. Some companies will not be liking Microsoft products. You might have to understand the competitors of Microsoft products. Only when you know how to use MS Office, you will know what to expect in some other product as such. When you are learning, for example, Star Office or Open Office or LibreOffice, there's something called like that. There's something called Kingsoft. All these are competitors to open source code which are developed like MS Office. But you might not match MS Office there. But then yes, so when you know MS Office, and the company is asking you, will you know how to do VLOOKUP? If you know how to do pivot tables, then all that has to be a feature in the competitors. Then if you know this, you can easily survive in this. So there are at least 5-6 tools like that in this, which are competitors to MS Office. When you know this feature, you can handle this on your own. That is what it is. Okay, so by which anybody will survive with MS Office as a tool. You can become from a normal employee joining in a company, junior most employee, till you become the company owner. You will have MS Office and its use coming along with you to scale you up. The more you scale your knowledge in MS Office, the more your career will develop and you will become. That is what it is. I'm a living example for what MS Office can do to your life. Otherwise, I would not own my company. I would not have been here now. So to me now, I can say no to a program. I can take 10 days rest, 15 days rest. I can go for places. I can do travel. I can sit at home because it provides the constant earning for you. That's it. So stay with it. Start enjoying the basics of it. Then you go indulge into it to understand in-depth features of it. Understand the value-added features that it provides you to your day-to-day life and see what you can do to improvise the skill set as and when you go to a company. So your mind will start thinking, in this place, which tool can I use? If I use this tool, I will save my time. If I use this tool, I will save my effort. If I use this tool, my company will earn much better. If company earns much better, they will give you your share more. Your promotions and your hike will be more. Like that, your mind will have to evolve along with MS Office. When you do evolve, I think you will also progress along with it. With that, I'll conclude my speech unless you have any questions. Ma'am, somebody is asking a question. Hema.
Okay, there is a question getting shooted up.
Yes.
So, ma'am, they're asking whether files created in other Office formats can be opened in MS Office.
Yes. Not everything, but there are, again, like policy statement, subject to market risk, like that. You have something to do with the other sources and MS Office. So if MS Office did not open in this, then what are the prerequisites to check before saving the file? So when you do that, it will open 100% the same way. Similarly, MS Office file to be opened in some other product is also possible. That into this into that. Vice versa is possible, definitely possible. That's why you have open source code. So like I mentioned, say Star Office is a competitor to Microsoft Office. Open Office is a competitor. LibreOffice, which is the advanced feature of Open Office, is a competitor. Kingsoft is another tool. WPS Office is another thing. Google Sheets is another thing. So these are all competitors to MS Office. Not all the features of MS Office are there in any of these. But yes, you have many of the features available in different options around. So we'll have to see what other things are available. So your market mind has to explore, not only limit your knowledge to MS Office. Once you learn it, explore all these tools by yourself, or look out for somebody's training expert sessions with respect to all these tools also. You will not be handicapped. For example, ICICI Bank is the only bank which is running without MS Office so far. It's the only bank which does every single operation without Microsoft Office. They use open source code, and LibreOffice. So they use freeware. They don't buy MS Office. That's what it is, for example. Then you have Fun School. When you are buying some games and all, right, to kids, how many of you have bought like motor cars and some building block sets for your kids and your brothers and sisters, or you must have played it at home? So those are all like manufactured by Fun School. So that company is a company where I went for training. So for them, they don't use MS Office. They use some other product. But then all the features are there. Whatever I taught is there in MS Office. So when you know this, you will learn any tool. So all the other tools are subset of it. So when you know this tool, when you come to this, you will be lost. But when you know this, all these are subsets. Everything will be handy to you. That's what it is. Anybody else with any other questions?
Anybody else wants to ask a question? If you want, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. If not, you can put in the chat box as well. Anybody have any questions? Okay, yes, ma'am.
I can actually give them a small homework. It's a voluntary homework. Whoever wants to do can do. I want you to express yourself and create a presentation and come. Whether it is 1 slide, 2 slides, 3 slides, anything, choose by yourself, and I'll demonstrate my profile in presentation tomorrow so that I can show you how you can express yourself much better. Because of which I have, I'll say maybe marketed my profile unknowingly to many companies because of my presentation. So I'll show you that tomorrow. How do you compose your CV, first of all, so that you know you're going to, first of all, land up in the right company. That's something. We'll see that tomorrow.
So it's a small assignment, I know. So presentation about yourself, do a small PPT for a 1 slide or 2 slides. So ma'am has said that you can do it for a 1 slide or 2 slider. So please do the presentation, and you can present it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. If not, you can probably send it to the email address from which email address you have received this. The particular information about the login details. You can send it back. If not, okay, let me share the email address.
There's a present option. Maybe they can even show present from their system itself. They need not even send an email.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
If that is possible, we can.
Okay. If you want,
optional.
yes. So if you want, you can send email. If not, you can present it here itself. That also we can do. So you can prepare and you can present it tomorrow, so that ma'am will be able to give you an overall insight how you can probably enhance that particular PPT for you to get placed in good companies in your future. Okay. So thank you so much, ma'am, for having me today with us. Yeah. So,
Thank you.
Everybody, welcome, ma'am. So I hope everybody liked the session. So one small request. If everybody can enable the screen, we can take a particular kind of a group photo kind of thing.
Oh yes.
So can you all please enable your videos?
That's nice. See, that's the confidence that you have in yourself, friends. Don't worry about where you are, which location you are, how you are, ugly or beautiful or fair or dark, or whether your home is a mess, because my home is also a mess around. That's okay. But yes, when there is an opportunity, you should never hesitate. That's
yes.
nice.
I appreciate those who have enabled your videos. I also request others, Shruti, Heron, Hema, Babu, Chandana, Padma, Devraj, Dr. Devraj, Ruxana, and Chris, Shravani to enable your videos.
This reminds me to tell that for your profile to sell, first of all, for your
Thank you
CV
so
to
much.
sell. I think you're
Thank you so
supposed
much
to
for
click
your
picture and put
time
it
for
in the
joining
profile.
in
Yeah.
today. Okay. So tomorrow, let's all meet at the same time at 4 p.m. So if you have any probably some technical issues, you can just join some 10 minutes before and check if there's any technical issues so that you'll be on time for the workshop. Thank you all. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.